sense, at least to me, to have you and Thomas as the client for the IDE.
Yeah.
So every like IDE story should be accepted by you, like you guys, and Thomas are the client. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, the client for the IDE is really, well, the end user are the girls.
Yeah, the end user are the girls, but you would be the person who uses this IDE and presents the entire thing to to the end user. So I think for all intents and purposes, our client, at least for the IDE, is you and Thomas. We are building this for you so that you can produce the lesson contents.
Yeah, I get that.
So should we set it up like that? So every IDE story that needs to be accepted should be accepted by you or Thomas.
Okay, and split it out into a separate tracker, or keep it in the same one?
I think eventually I'd like to split it up into a separate tracker, but let's keep it in the same tracker for the time being.
Okay. So if we put a note in the IDE epic.
Yep.
Okay, I'll put that in the description.
Cool.
So yeah, I just pulled down the branch where I was working on that. I had to pull in your IDE Reborn branch
right.
to be able to integrate that.
Okay, that's fine. As long, hold on.
I don't know if it's the most recent.
No, I think actually that could you did you make a lot of changes?
No.
Okay, because I think it would be better if you pulled from Viv's branch. I think mine is not the best branch to work from.
Yeah, I can revert that.
Yeah, because we have conflicting changes. In fact, it would be better if you use Viv's version.
Yeah, I've got 2 commits after I merged the IDE branch.
Okay.
But that's just superficial stuff, really. I mean, to be honest, after John went over all the Angular JS stuff again with me, since you made the latest load of changes, it was only a couple of lines to be able to integrate it into the lesson content.
Yeah.
Which was cool, yeah, to get my head around that. Yeah, I just had to change the Workshop 1 structure to bring it in line more with Workshop 2.
I've got a phone call, so be right back.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Oh, so you're playing around with it?
Yeah, it's working.
Oh,
I need to reformat some of the CSS for this because it's designed for the
yeah.
really narrow preview.
Looks like you put a lot of text in there. Uh, are you planning to do that for like all the lessons? Because
Now,
my initial design was thinking that there'd be only very short snippets of HTML in there. It looks like you're scrolling.
yeah, that's the thing. This is where we need the separate editors embedded for different parts of the page.
Right.
So we can have one for the header, another one for each of these columns, and
Right.
there doesn't need to be paragraphs of text here.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, another thing is, since we have this on the live site, do you think it's worth putting a note somewhere like this is work in progress or beta version of the lessons? I don't want
Yeah,
people to get the wrong impression that this is a finished product. So we need to let them know this is still very much a work in progress.
yeah,
Still working
absolutely.
on
That can
it.
be on the intro page.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um,
Should we
on
have a
the,
story for that?
okay.
Because I think it's quite important to get that done. Yeah. Uh, Let me drop something in the icebox. Um,
Yeah, the beta sticker.
Yeah.
Everything you see here is under construction. You're getting privileged early access.
Cool. I've added that.
Cool.
Hopefully we can get the first. What else would you like to see? I mean, in the IDE. If you have any ideas, just drop it in the icebox.
Yeah. I was thinking of having these separate styles because I know that you can theme the Ace editor quite easily.
Yeah.
So having like a separate color scheme for JavaScript and CSS.
Oh yeah. In fact, I have a story for that.
Okay.
Yep, it's in the icebox, not yet bolted on.
No, but that's something we can, that would be finishing touches.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, anything else, just drop something in the icebox or let me know. Could come up with something. Cool. I think if we get more developers, I mean, if more people are working on Codealia, it's worth splitting it into a separate tracker. But right now, we don't have that many developers actively working on the project, so something we can live with. All right. So what else? Is there any other feedback you would like for the IDE? How is the lesson, like the workshop content planning, going? Have you managed to pair with other people on that? Or?
No, there's really no movement on that since we put together that high-level overview with these 4 modules.
Right.
We need one more passion workshop.
I wonder if it's worth pairing with Marion, because I know she has experience as a teacher, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She teaches kids.
And I did pair with Marion, at least we were both in the Hangout while John was going over all this editor stuff. So yeah, she is working on Codealia.
Cool.
Okay, I'll definitely mention that to her.
Yep. Because I think she's a good person to talk to about this. Yeah, I don't really want to make the editor go too fast, because at the moment it's just me and John who it's capable of dealing with the editor right now. So I want a couple more members to catch up before I really push for this thing. Even though I know this is quite a critical story that's keeping us back. It's like a blocker for almost all the stories, in fact.
No, I guess. I mean, there's enough there for it, to start putting together more workshops right
Yeah,
now.
true. I think, but in order to properly develop the contents, you still need the finished IDE. Well, I think
Yeah.
it is finished, just the tests are not. I mean, the first iteration is
Yeah.
finished, but the test is not ready. Yeah, once that's officially up, then I can try and push for all the other features. Code snippet persistence. Multiple editable regions. I think this is quite a high priority, so I'll move this up.
Yeah, you need persistence along with multiple regions, but otherwise um, there's some things that you edit, like the background
Uh-huh.
data attribute.
Right.
You can edit that, but you need to refresh the page for it to take effect.
Which one? Sorry.
In workshop 2, it
All
was
right.
there was a data BG
Oh yes,
campaign.
that stuff. In fact, that is there is actually a better way to do that instead of code persistence, which I will. No, I don't have a story for that. In fact, it's hooking onto special events or just using JavaScript to trigger that instead of refreshing the page.
Okay, to
I think that
reload
would be, yeah.
the assets.
I think code persistence is not a very high priority right now. We can do many things without code persistence. So that I think that should be a feature for a more finished IDE and lesson content. What you're saying about the workshop 2 contents, that can be done purely in JavaScript.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
The other thing was
I
navigating back to the instructions once you started the lesson.
Oh right,
That would
yes.
cause the page to be refreshed as well and lose the changes you made so far.
Okay. That's a tough one. Okay.
Perhaps if it's the instructions printed out, then you wouldn't need to do that. That would be a short-term solution.
Cool. That's a good story. So I'll create a separate, smaller version of code persistence, which is just for persisting when you're navigating between pages.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be a lot simpler than the other one. That's a 3-point, which we have.
Yeah.
This one is working with a full backend.
So how would you persist that without going to the backend?
Sessions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I can save a couple of things in sessions. The text shouldn't be large. Yeah, as long as the snippets are really small, it's fine.
How many
Should.
characters?
Oh, we have, I don't know, there's a couple of kilobytes that are free,
Oh, okay.
so we'll be fine. 8 bytes a character, no, 16 bytes a character. It's not gonna destroy us. I'll think about it. But I think we'll in a session we have plenty
Yeah.
of space.
As long as we're aware of what the limit is when we're designing the workshops, then we can stay under that.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, try not to think about it. I'm sure there's a workaround to whatever you need. So don't
Okay.
think about the technological limitations. Just whatever you think you need.
They should be
Stick to
short
that.
anyway,
Yeah.
because shorter is less confusing, less
Yeah, absolutely.
to understand. Definitely
Yeah.
for the early workshops.
Yeah, the early workshops. I think later on we will need to persist the larger ones.
Mm-hmm.
Or instead of code snippet persistence, we could have. Oh no, never mind. Maybe as another option, we could have a warning button. You know, are you sure you want to navigate out of this page or something?
Yeah.
That could be.
Do you want to copy everything to the checkboard first
Okay.
and save it locally? Paste it into Notepad+.
Cool.
I don't know, that wouldn't really work on Chromebooks. I know, I've got to get a Chromebook and start testing this stuff out, so that's what it's capable of. Send some more people to crowdfunding.
How's that going? I haven't checked in a couple of days.
We're still on $175. I was doing some social media to try and get a following and drive traffic to it. In the end, I think I just defaulted to sending out some emails to some friends and asking them for feedback on my crowdfunding campaign.
Ah, okay.
We'll see if anybody comes through and donates based on what they see. And if they don't, then at least I know why.
Cool. Hmm. So what were you thinking of having? Um, like what type of stuff do you want to show them in their first workshop? So it looks like a lot of things at the moment, like sections, images,
Well,
pictures.
what we want to do is just have the layout of the page set up for them and let
Uh-huh.
them change the content. So yeah, we're going to give them some image URLs that they can put in here. Perhaps photographs that were taken during the class and put through a filter, like Thomas was suggesting, or if there's not time for that, then something that's pre-prepared.
Right.
And get them, yeah, just to change some of the headings and paragraph text. And if they're working in pairs, then one of them has the left column, one of them has the right column to customize and make their own.
Okay. Did we have a document like about like a one-page document for have we written that document for the instructors, like for workshop one, roughly what the lesson it consists of? I think we had the first draft, but was that updated?
No, it wasn't updated.
Hmm.
We just started putting the code skeleton together based on a lo-fi, which was based on that draft document.
Right. Okay.
So that's something I can revisit with
Yeah.
Marion and
Yeah. I
Codealia
think
Passion Workshop one.
it'd be a good idea to have to get this to go through this document, with Marion or a couple of other people, get their
Mm-hmm.
opinion, and then so you know what within like what is your time frame and exactly how many like what you're dealing with. It'll help craft the lesson content, I think.
Yeah. So for workshop, where's workshop one? 90-minute workshop. Okay, we already have a link to the lesson on there.
Cool. Yeah, I can't really stay for long. I need to have a shower. I'm really tired. I didn't
Yeah.
sleep last night. Didn't sleep.
How's the work going in London?
No, it's not London. Why? I don't know why people think I'm in London.
Oh,
No, it's not London, but it's going good. I'm in Southampton, actually.
Southampton.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've got some friends there.
cool. Yeah, it's a nice place.
My wife went to the University of Southampton.
Oh, really?
She studied zoology for a year.
Hmm, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, we used to go to the cinema in Ocean Village.
Oh, right. I haven't been there myself.
That's nice. It's a nice little marina.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the river here is really nice to look at, especially when it's sunny. It's a good view.
Cool. Do you have a good view from your office?
Oh yeah, my office is right beside the river.
Cool.
It's awesome. Yeah, I like the office. The situation is, I mean, the area is good.
Hmm.
The only problem is the signal's really bad because I think because of the aluminium roofs and walls. No idea
Uh,
why.
to
Yeah, it interferes with the signal, and I just get nothing inside.
get a 900 megahertz booster or something. I've seen them for truck drivers. They attach them to the top of the cab to boost the mobile phone signal.
Hmm, that's a good point, actually. Could try that.
You can stick one of
Or,
those on the window.
yeah, that'd be perfect. Because it's really it's just the walls and the roofs that's the problem.
Yeah,
If I like stand beside the window or just walk outside, it's perfectly fine. Signal's all good.
right.
Yeah.
You probably miss a lot of text messages if the phone's lying on
Oh
the desk.
yeah. Calls and text. it, it it gets pretty annoying. Ooh, cool. Have you been to any of the scrums lately? Like what's
Yeah, I went to the Euroscrum this morning.
okay? How
Um,
um how about the Atlantic scrum?
I missed that today,
Okay.
but I was in Atlantic Scrum yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Was
Uh,
there, because Sam was talking about moving the big, the big scrum, the weekly meeting
weekly meeting?
to another day. Yeah. Did he decide on the day or is it still Monday?
No, I don't think he mentioned that yesterday,
Okay.
unless it was before I arrived.
Right. Never mind. So what's been going on with the other projects? I'm missing all the scrums, so I don't have a chance to catch up with. Um,
Well, local support is a lot of refactoring because the requirements have changed for the volunteer epic. Um,
okay. Yeah.
People have gone back to other um, stories in the backlog and fixing bugs. And Sam's been managing the transition to Cloudline,
Uh-huh. Maybe
um,
ninefold.
Ninefold. That the invitation emails weren't getting sent out.
Oh, from ninefold.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because the
I'm getting a
email.
lot of emails though.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah. I think because Adventures is registered under the directorates of nonprofits, so I keep getting lots of email. I don't know if they're testing something or is there something wrong with you know with the actual website sending out too much. Yeah, hopefully.
they have been working on it recently. Riser from Ninefold has been working with Sam. Basically, it was just the environment variables on Heroku
Uh-huh.
get set up differently on Ninefold. You have to set them through the web interface rather than the command line.
Okay.
And Sam wasn't able to access the command line to see the logs and diagnose that from his Mac, but
Oh, really?
ironically he could from the SASBook VM. Some weird gem thing. There's a Ninefold gem.
Hmm. I see.
So I think that's sorted out now.
Cool.
And mostly sort of, it's diagnosed.
Looks like local support is getting a lot of attention. How website one?
Website one,
We're missing
Marcelo
Thomas.
was Yeah, well, Marcelo was catching up with everybody and
Uh-huh.
reminding them about open stories.
Cool. Yeah, that's awesome.
And people have been working on it, but not as much, not nearly as much as before.
Right. I should probably watch the recording myself. Is it so? Mondays are still the weekly meetings.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool. Because I
I
do.
don't think it was that long yesterday.
Hmm. Okay,
For some reason,
that's good then. Because I don't have a.
we may have changed the day, and I'm not aware of it
Hmm.
because it was only a 15-minute scrum yesterday at the Atlantic Scrum. I'm sure.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty quick for a
So
weekly meeting.
it's quick for a weekly meeting.
Yeah.
I'll check with Sam tomorrow and let you know.
Cool.
Other projects, Motterson turned up this morning,
Oh,
um,
okay.
and they asked for a project. Uh, he wanted some help with the active admin gem.
Uh-huh.
Although nobody has worked with the active admin gem that we know of, but I think David paired with him
Oh,
a little
okay.
while and did some reading on the documentation for that.
Cool.
Um, Rene and Spec Score, I haven't heard much about recently.
Hmm.
Don't know what's going on there.
I see.
Yeah, Sam's very busy with the MOOC, getting each subsequent week's homework and grader all set up and tested.
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Paul's getting some other people involved in auto graders
Hmm.
now that we've got the Vagrant file working with the auto grader installation.
Cool.
It's easier to onboard people with that.
That's good. That's a lot for a 15-minute scrum.
No, that wasn't all yesterday. I'm trying to remember everything that's happened over the past week or so.
Okay. Yeah, I needed that catch up anyway.
So,
Cool. Yeah. Hmm. Kind of miss the scrums.
yeah. What, are you living in Southampton now, or are you commuting?
Living in Southampton,
Yeah.
there's no way I can make the 5-hour commute between Leeds and Southampton.
No.
Yeah, I'm living here now.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's good. It's been good so far. Mm, yeah, settled in, kind of. Got most of what I need, all the essentials, so can't complain.
Cool.
Yeah, as long as I got internet, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Internet and my laptop. That's the only thing, two
Basic
things I need. Yeah,
necessity.
basic necessities of a web developer.
Right. In a
Yeah.
couple of months, you might go to IKEA and get some furniture to sit on.
Cool.
Alright.
Is there anything you want to discuss? Oh yeah, the license. I haven't had a look at that since
Yeah.
the last time we chatted. Did you make any progress with that? At least on
I wanted to
using
use one of
merge.
the Open Source Institute accredited licenses,
Okay.
and the BSD 4 clause license isn't one of them.
Oh, that's a shame.
Uh,
PC tree clause, GNU. Okay. Right. Open source initiative.
yeah,
I'm gonna have a
they
look at
have
that
plenty.
link. Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
like
they're
there's
quite
plenty.
useful.
Attribution
But
assurance. Oh, that one looks promising. AAL, attribution assurance license.
yeah, I didn't come into the larger list before. I just looked at the popular ones.
Hmm.
Yeah, straight away that.
It's probably display this GPG sign text in very. Hmm. That might be too much. Well, yeah. Could you send me that link? Opensources.org.
Yep.
Opensource.org. Awesome text.
Attribution information, which includes name, professional identification, and URL. Neither name or trademark of the author may be used to endorse or promote products derived from the software without specific permission. Users are entirely responsible to the exclusion of author and any other persons for compliance with 1. Regulations set by owners of employed equipment, and 2. Licensing terms of any other software, and 3. Local regulations regarding use. Yeah, it's not bad,
Yeah,
this one.
yeah. I think I'll have a closer look at it. All the others.
GPG signed.
I don't know what GPG sign means.
No, I think
It
that's
might be overkill if it's, has to be very prominent. The second one is fine. Redistribution of source code. Okay, yeah, source code is fine.
yeah.
That's actually good. If we start introducing that, our source code should actually stick that on the top or something. That could just get in the way. Redistribution of source code in whole or part, or with or without modification must. Okay, maybe this just has to be in a licensed text. I don't know. But we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I think this is like private public keys to sign the software to verify that it hasn't been tampered with by third parties during distribution. It's kind of like Apple do now with signing authorized software through the iTunes store or through the App Store.
Right. That might be overkill. We don't really need. Well, I don't know. Going through the whole, signing process and ensuring the binaries are all nice and perfect might be a little too much. Anyway, that is one. That's one option. That certainly does tick a couple of the boxes, although might be overkill. But cool, yeah, this directory is a great starting point. Definitely have a look. Right. Yeah, I think I should go now.
Okay.
Cool. Is there anything else you want to discuss?
Nothing I can think of off the top of my head. But if there is anything, I'll post it into the Slack chat.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Sam's quite hot on getting everybody migrated over to Slack.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's not overly concerned about the 5 integration limit. He says it's nice bells and whistles, but not all the projects need that.
Yeah.
What we need is
all right. Maybe if we get more projects, maybe could you remove some of the integrations from Codealia so we can spread it out?
Yeah, sure.
A little. I think having at least GitHub, maybe Pivotal integration would be really good.
Yeah.
Either GitHub or Pivotal in each project. Just
Do
one
you
of them.
know if the integrations are per channel, or can we have 5 integrations for the whole team?
I think it's for the whole team. I don't think it's per channel. That would be very easy to abuse.
Yeah, I guess.
And yeah, I think, yeah, it definitely is for the whole team because I know I'm still receiving this notice. Your team is approaching the
The limit
integration
of
limit.
the
Yeah,
integration.
yeah, cool. So yeah, I'm very keen on having people migrate here because I
Hmm.
have a work Skype, like a work, a Skype that I must use at work.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be filled with, you know,
No, and you can't be
Skype.
logged into your personal Skype at the same time.
Yeah, true. And having my own personal Skype is very high traffic. Lots of
Yeah.
scrums and things going on in the background. It's going to be very distracting. So I prefer something a bit low traffic, like
Mm.
Slack. Not many people are on it right now. So I'm
So
happy to
you
jump in.
can log in and log out. I
Oh
did
yeah,
get a response from Slack. I asked them if there was a non-profit account,
right?
and they said no, they don't have that at the moment. Um,
Okay.
but you can use the credits um, to cover the integrations, and you
Right.
can have as many users as you want to. Only the active users will be billed for that month. So if you
Mhm.
add users and then they go away and never use it, you're not going to be paying
Right. But
for
what do they
inactive.
count as active users? Because that's quite a generic term.
He doesn't specify whether it's
Yeah, because if somebody signs up, he could be considered active until 3 months later when there's no activity.
no activity. Yeah.
Something that, yeah, we need a bit more explanation on what that means
Yeah.
before we start bringing the whole Agile benches over. Because we tend to have that people sign up, but then just you know disappear or don't really come back or pop in now and then. But if they're counted as active users, we'll just blow up our credits. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It doesn't define what active users. Currently active. Any changes to the number of active users.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But anyway, we've got a conversation going now.
Cool. Yeah. That's always a good thing. Awesome. Yeah, I like Slack as well. I'm not sure why the people at my work just hate Slack.
Really?
Yeah, they absolutely hate it. I don't know. I think they don't like the interface or something.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it beats Skype. I had 10 minutes lag on my Skype yesterday, so
Oh yeah.
I came
Any
up, showed
yeah,
up to every Scrum meeting 10 minutes late because I just we just noticed the link.
yeah. Anything beats Skype to be honest.
Um,
I think well my workplace is using a mixture of Skype and HipChat. I think that's another alternative to Slack. It's a
yeah.
little lighter weight though.
Okay.
HipChat. Have you have you seen it?
No, not had it.
Yeah, it's quite alright, I think. Not sure if they have. They also have integrations.
Hmm.
Um, and I have a desktop app for HipChat. It's kind of convenient. I think Slack probably has a desktop client as well.
It does. And I've got the iPhone client, so if anybody
Yeah,
mentions me in a Slack message, I get a notification on my iPhone.
cool. I've got the Android client.
Hmm. Okay, this is cool. You get video chat in HipChat
Oh
as
yeah,
well.
they've recently introduced video chat as well.
Nice.
That's cool.
Marissa May or and screen sharing. But yeah, I have to try out Screen Hero
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think
sometime.
it's working a lot better. I don't know. Maybe it's well, I was doing Screen Hero with like a workmate, so we are sharing the same network. Maybe it's a lot faster, but I found it was
Mm,
very smooth and the interface was good. There's a lot of feedback when the other person types
right.
and when he clicks around. Yeah. So I think yeah, it's really good. It certainly has improved a lot. I think one of my coworkers who's used Screen Hero before said it definitely has improved. So
All right.
if whatever experiences you had before is still worth giving it another shot. When was the
Yeah,
last time you tried
a
Screen Hero?
few months ago, I was
Okay.
using it with my sister who's in Northern Ireland, so
Right.
and she's on a low bandwidth ADSL plan as well,
Ah, okay.
and so that was an issue. And
Okay.
then when I started it up, it kept giving me update notifications, and I had to be running the same version as her to be able to connect to her.
Oh,
So
okay.
that was a pain.
Yeah.
But like you say, they've probably sorted a lot of these bugs out.
Yeah. Definitely worth a shot. Try to pair with people with that.
Okay.
I know John's been going around pairing with teammate. We should have a GUI friendly option.
Yeah, I was doing some teammate with John, but it's the Vim. What?
Yeah, I know.
Uh,
Not
uh,
everyone's into Vim.
I mean, even John complains that he can't remember the keyboard shortcuts for a lot of
Oh yeah,
the Vim plugins that he's got installed.
true. I don't know. Like I only know very few,
Hmm.
but Vim is very powerful if you know all these key mappings. But
I know, and he feels like he could be really efficient if he knew Vim well.
yeah,
I just
uh, I think so too. But not everyone has the time to commit to that sort of learning
yeah
curve.
yeah. Anyway, I'll let you go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Yeah, it's good chatting with you. Hopefully we'll see Codealia moving again. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk to you some other time. See ya.
See you later, Brian.